my name is Lindsay, and today I am going to give you some diamond farming tips so you can hopefully get the brand new set that just came out here in Royale High, the new Starlight set. So unfortunately, the first thing we need to do before we start grinding for this set is do some math. And so it is a good thing that our laptop in our dorms have a calculator that we can use. So first you need to go into the shop and look at how many days you have left to grind. So while I'm recording this video, I have 58 days, but in a few hours it will go down to 57. But I am not posting this video today, so to be safe, I'm going to put 56 days into my calculator. So the set is 213,000 diamonds, and I said I am going to put 56 days into my calculator. And this will give you the amount of diamonds that you need to farm a day, but personally, I wouldn't want this set to take away all of my diamonds. So I would probably grind for more than what it says. So for me, since I would like to grind for more than what this is telling me to, I'd probably farm 4,200 diamonds a day if possible, just so I could have some extra diamonds left over after I bought the set. And another thing you can do is add up all the pieces that you want. So for example, let's say you only want the sneakers and the cardigan and nothing else. That would be 104,000 diamonds. And then calculate that so that way you'll know how many diamonds you need to get just for the pieces that you want. Also, here's a quick side note that may be obvious, but make sure you are doing your daily login because it'll give you some diamonds, especially if you're pretty far, because then it's worth it. Obviously, I'm on day 1, so I'm only getting 100, but if I was on day 7, I'd be getting 1,300 diamonds. So, in my opinion, there are really only 3 good realms when it comes to diamond farming, and that is Royale High 3, Royale High 2, and Sunset Island. But I do think Royale High 3 is the better realm, but knowing which realms are the best to get diamonds will help you not get bored, because if you get bored in one realm, then you can switch realms for a little bit. But since I do feel like Campus 3 is the best realm to get diamonds, I am going to give you Campus 3 tips. First things first, always check your needs, make sure they are at 100%, and since I'm at my dorm, I am going to sleep. But let's say you are brand new to the game and you don't have a bed. Well, you can go into the furniture shop, get out a bed in try mode, and use the bed in try mode. You may need to move the remote, but you can see the prompts right here. So all you'll need to do is click on them, and now we are doing our sleeping needs. So if you don't have a bed and you can't afford a bed, don't worry, you can just do this. And by the way, the computer I showed you earlier is free. Okay, so now our energy is at 100%, so I am just going to leave the dorm and go to the bathing quarters, and we leveled up, which means we got some diamonds. And before you go do your hygiene need, I do recommend grabbing some food so you can eat in the shower. That way you are doing 2 things at once. And it takes 4 pieces of food to completely fill up your hunger if you're at 0%. And fun fact for you guys, anytime you are eating, you can switch mid-animation between the foods, and this will make your eating a lot faster, especially once you have all like the wrappers open. Then you just switch in between the animations and it just makes things so much faster. And our eating is at 100%, so now we just gotta wait for the hygiene to be completed. So what you can do now while you're waiting for the hygiene to be completed, you can look in your quest to see if there's anything you can do in the shower. So for example, you can brush your teeth or do hair tangles are a few examples of quests you can do while doing your hygiene. I don't have any of those. So our hygiene is completed, so we are going to leave. So now what I am going to do before I leave this area, I'm going to make sure I don't have any quests to do in the dormitory bathing quarters, so I don't have to come back. So right here, I do have a bathroom break, which is in the bathing quarters, so I'm going to do that quest first because I am really close to a bathroom. So the bathroom is right here. There's a sign that says porcelain throne. So just go ahead, enter it, and find an empty stall. So we just got another quest for the dormitory bathing quarters, and it is brush teeth. So we are going to do that before we leave. So something you should do is try and get more than one quest slot. So for quest slot 2, you have to level up 20 times. So that's not too bad. So I really recommend that you focus on getting your second quest slot if you only have one, because there are a lot of quests that you can do at the same time. Like, for example, if you have the office quest, which is office volunteer, and you have lost and found, you can actually do those two quests at the same time because you don't have to sit in the chair to do office volunteer. You just need the phone, so you can go into the lost and found and have the phone, and you will be doing that quest at the same time. 2 quests at the same time to be exact. So you should try and get at least 2 quest slots for multitasking, or also if you have a quest you don't want to do, like musical chairs, it will be nice to have an extra quest so you don't have to do musical chairs. So you should try and have at least 2 quest slots if possible. And actually, I do have 2 quests I can do. So I can do book check and class with friends at the same time if you have a friend who's willing to go to class with you, that is. So if you don't have a friend to go to class with you, you can always go into musical chairs and ask somebody to friend you, and you can do class with friends that way. You will have to leave the class and then re-enter though. So another tip is you can look through your quest and see which ones give you the most EXP. Like for example, study sesh will give me the most. So if you don't have a friend to do a study sesh with, you can try this trick, which sometimes works. Now a little warning, it won't work every time, but in my experience, it has worked most of the time. There's only been a few times where this did not work, and that is going to the fountain and seeing if there's anybody here. Unfortunately, there is no one here right now, but if there's somebody here doing studying by the fountain, then you can get your book out and sneakily do study sesh with them. Again, there's nobody here right now, which is pretty rare. Or you might find somebody who asks study sesh anyone, and you can go up to them and do study sesh. So I did get lucky today because while there was nobody at the fountain, there was somebody asking for study sesh. Also, you should do tidy textbooks, especially if you are good at it, because if you can get a high score, like around the 50s or 60s, you will get a lot of XP. So let's see if I can do it. It's been a really long time since I played tidy textbooks. So I got a score of 50, but I still got over 100 EXP, so that is pretty good. So you can do musical chairs as well, but don't make that your main farming method unless you are good at it. I usually only recommend musical chairs as your main farming method if you are so good you get in the top 3 every time. So first, second, or third place, because those are the places that get the most EXP. So if you are consistent with those places, yes, do musical chairs, but if not, only do musical chairs if you have to, like for a quest or something. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you. I really appreciate it. And now I'm going to quickly summarize the information, just in case you may have gotten lost. So always do your needs and keep them at 100%. And while you're doing your needs, I do recommend tidy textbooks because you can do tidy textbooks every 30 minutes. And by the time the tidy textbook timer is up, your needs will probably be at 0%. Before you leave an area, look at your quests to make sure if you can do any more quests in the area you are currently in. So that way you don't have to backtrack too much. Try to have 2 quest slots so you can either 1, multitask, or 2, ignore a quest that you have no interest in doing. Try and do the quest that gives you the most EXP first and work your way down to the least amount. If you get bored of one realm, go ahead and switch to another realm that will give you a lot of diamonds. So for example, if you are bored of Campus 3, you can go to Sunset Island or Campus 2. And only do musical chairs if you are super good at it as your main farming method. I think that was all the information I said in this video, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, and turn that bell notification so you never miss when I post, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!